And as it's done for most of the week, social media has been playing a vital role in these latest developments as they've unfolded in the Boston area. Dory Marlin joins us live now with more on that part of the story. Dory?
Well, Liz, just like most other people out there, it was a situation last night and early this morning. I was glued to the television, glued to social media, checking out these sites, seeing what was going on exactly, what these people were going through. I know that, gosh, after midnight, I had friends, colleagues who were in the middle of this in Massachusetts, and to hear exactly what they were going through and get that really scary sense of the urgency of the situation. And, you know, obviously we are really close to Boston in the area there in Watertown. We all know people who live there who were experiencing all of this that we're watching on the news firsthand, and they were commenting about it on social media. Now, between 2 and 3 in the morning, that was when we sent our first crew. We posted it on our WRGB Facebook page that we were sending Pat Bailey, who you heard from before, and almost immediately we had people commenting and saying things like Ashley here. Ashley said, "What is going on in this world? This world can't take any more tragedies." And Deborah wrote, "Please watch over all the people in Massachusetts. These people have been through way too much this past week." You know, they use social media as a way to vent and help one another kind of cope with what's going on. Now, before we heard from Pat, who again is there in Watertown, and, you know, as the events have been unfolding, and he was talking earlier about just how hectic things have been happening, the developments sort of one after another. And he's been tweeting rapid fire pace practically and saying, "I'm here on Arsenal Street." A couple hours ago, about 10:30, he was saying that things started going down and the reporters who were there on the scene were told to get down on the ground. Before we even could report that on our website, report that on other news outlets, other reporters saying the same thing, he was tweeting that. So we knew instantaneously the fact that something was going on, someone was being arrested, though we didn't know exactly who was being arrested at that point. Now, getting back to sort of that healing aspect and that MIT police officer who was shot and killed last night, sort of the initial disturbance that set off this entire chain of events. And again, social media steps in. You have a Facebook page less than 24 hours that's already been set up to remember Sean Collier, that officer killed, just 26 years old. A lot of the stories that have just captured the nation, these people who are involved in this. And then you have sites that are helping the police and the FBI. We saw yesterday when that news conference was held between 5 and 6 o'clock, and the initial photos were released, and they were everywhere. They flooded websites like Twitter, and Boston Police's Twitter page here, they've been posting new photos around the clock practically. You saw, well, this is actually one of the newer photos of one of the suspects that they released a couple hours ago. CBS News just had this within the hour for the first time. They said it was new. It was on their Twitter page well before that. So it's done a really good job in terms of helping police, helping the public to cope, and really sort of this incredible transition of how it plays so many different roles in the investigation. Liz?
All right, Dorian, our coverage continues on air and online. Stay right here. We will bring you new developments the moment we get them. If you do have to go away from the TV, we're updating CBS 6 Albany with the latest information. And while you're there, you can sign up for those mobile news alerts that will keep you in the know. And make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.